Let's see if we can place some bloody fucking tiles. All right. Today's goal, don't fuck ourselves by immediately drafting dead ends. Let's avoid the bungalow. No unga bungalowing. But as far as actual goals, we want to get the pump room. We have yet to actually visit the pump room. So I want to get back to the library where it has the pump room instructions, as well as like visit the pump room itself. There's a safe room key. We haven't figured out what goes where. Yeah. Anything that will give it. Laboratory is also a big priority. Just so we can try and fish for more meta progression. Let's see what we got for our first tiles. Okay. Den's nice. Get ourselves a gem. Down the middle. Let's do mailroom. See if that's something useful as far as the package. And then for this room, let's do parlor, because that can get us some more items. Yes, this was a I think it was like a subathon. They were, or not a subathon, but they were like raising money for a trans charity. Aha! A battery pack. Nice. And I don't remember if like I won a raffle or a sleeping mask and gems. Nice. 2 items. I think it's a fun little cardboard creature. Okay. So now those bedrooms are going to be extra useful. Oh, we can't get for the boobs. We can get them purple. We haven't seen further instructions. We had that key to open a mailbox, but apparently it doesn't go to any of these fucking mailboxes, which peeves me. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I think we need to find the office, because that's the only place that has email. So maybe we'll find the rest of the instructions if we can find the office. Okay. Let's go through here into the corner. I mean, the office is right there. Okay, first time drafting the office. I'm gonna make sure to look around here. A hand. Suspicious. The suspicious hand. Is there a chess piece? Yes. The office is the White King. Okay. I am running out of room on this piece of paper. White King. Office. Cool beans. So that dog tag with the 10. Guess it would be more strange if we ever run into something that doesn't say 10. An upgrade disc! Oh, hell yeah. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken. There's enough time to put in another work order before an internet. Make sure the east and west levers are operational. Okay. What's in here? Safe. All right. So we got a code, but it said it was a lie. Let's put it in anyway. That's what I thought. Now the question is it those 4 numbers, but in a different order? Ah! Hydrate! Fine. Fine! Full conspiracy theorist with a bulletin board, string and pens. I mean, that's basically how I feel. I would do like an edit of me in this and then just put various tiles on the Pepe Silva board and then just recolor the string blue. And that's kind of how I feel sometimes. Okay, so try it backwards. 3, 8, 0, 9. Okay. I am not going to brute force all the possible codes. This is probably wrong. Wait until we find another hint. Wait, insert disk. I was facing the complete opposite direction! Whatever. I do want to upgrade, and it's nice to lock this in. The Nook. Uh-oh. I think someone slipped some arsenic in that water. I seem to have perished. My cardboard got soggy and I disintegrated. Ooh, breakfast nook? Bacon and eggs? You will always draw library while drafting in this room. I mean, it'll let us get consistent on pulling the library. I assume bacon and eggs would give us a lot of steps. 2 keys is nice. You know what? Let's take consistency. We'll take the library. And worst case scenario, it just means we'll have less options to pick from. Okay, place money in staff rooms. Log in. Okay. Now I should be able to maybe get to email? Electronic mail. Okay. Okay, so let's start from oldest to newest. Vec indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. Not the desired functionality, let us know and we'll fix it in our regular service visit next week. Okay, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you're out next week, please test that the correct sequence is off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Okay. All right, it is a color code. So off, blue, green, white, red, purple. Okay, so we need to sync them all up to purple. Make the white. And we can set everything else up. All right. Now let's see what these changes to the estate emails are. Dear Herbert, just want to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. Your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit. Rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on a definite plans for the holidays, please pass a message on to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting for you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through this confounded electronic typewriter. Data transfers from Synca are not currently available. All right. So we can get the fuse box puzzle. What's this? Please check if any of the books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Light of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. I had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be earrings or herrings. Knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. There was a note we had. Where is it? Something about colors in Herbert's room. Is this Herbert's room? Green in Hartley's room is a lie. Ah! Ice! Am I prepared for Egg Holiday Sunday? I am not prepared. I have 0 eggs. I think I'm just going to perish instead. But thanks. 22 months. That's like 2 plus 2 months. That's like 4 months. Amazing. I hope you enjoying the emotes. It's never necessary, but always appreciated. All right, let's just note these book titles because we do have the library. And maybe we can look if we can see any of these in the library to order. So March of the Count is the only non-red one. So I'll put that one at top. March of the Count. Actually, you know what? We'll just do 2 words. Light Queen. Fall Lord, sequel to Fall Guys, I assume. Passing Baron. Herring, as in a red herring. Hearing. Major. These are all red, black, cool beans. I also see on this this safe, going to this switch, some colored wires. It kind of looks like a green, red, green, blue, yellow. Wall safe. Switch wires. So green, red, green, blue, yellow. 5 colors. Donate eggs. Exactly. When Discord emote. One day, I will eventually set up just so people can have emotes in Discord. We've never gone to a secret passage. Let's do a secret passage. I want to do a secret passage. Secret passage is a black pawn. I don't have a lot of black pawn rooms that I've seen. God, there's Mean Mason. Who subs the captions? You might have Twitch captions turned on. I have captions burned into my stream as well, just as a little bar. But by having the captions on, there's also the Twitch closed captions that can be turned on if one so desires. I think there's like other stuff that goes with that. Ah! Oh no, that's a whole bunch of stuff. What's with these clowns? These frogs? We got the Halls of Holly, Green Thumb, Key to the Bedroom, Red Rover, and Gold Sink. Oh, thank you. Chat gets a delicious Dreki drink. Nice, nice. I did take... Ah, shit. I meant to make like a collage of my screenshots I took. You know what? Whatever. We'll I don't think there's any reason to min-max it until we learn anything later. Let's get a bedroom. Nah, they're not the wall safe colors. It's just the special room for this. Okay, we'll get a bedroom. Gives a whole bunch of steppies. Nice, nice. Continuing on. Commissary. Don't have a gem. Oof. All right, I kind of don't want to go over there. Let's go through the parlor. If we can get our money down to 0 through buying things, then that negative won't matter too much. All right. Let's see if we can solve a logic puzzle. The gems are not in this box. The blue box is true. The gems are in this box. Okay, at least one lie and one true. I'm just gonna go with the black box. Seems 50-50 to me. I'm a fool, a charlatan. Ready to draft a bedroom, gain 5. May spend gems? I'm not exactly rich on gems. Let's take the spare green room. Ooh, a gem. Nice, nice. Breaker box. Okay. Gonna dead end ourselves. Why not? Okay, so first we need to get all of these to Weeple. There we go. All right, so now we want a white here. This one needs to be red. Wait, what? Like this. Purple. Red. Okay, okay, good. Now turn this off. Blue. This one needs to be green. I'm pogging. I'm pogging. Oh, the leather crunk! Meta progression! Cave. Ooh. The gemstone cavern. Starting with 2 gems! Let's fucking go! Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nice. All right, well, that was worth it. All right, now we do have to go through the chapel. Or I can go up through here. Let's make this a dead end. This is a good place to be a dead end. Can you explain this game for someone who doesn't understand? Yeah, I'll explain for someone else. It's just a kind of a mystery puzzle game. Our grandfather died, and we have to get to the 46th room of this 45-room house to get his inheritance. We draft tiles. You know, every time we try to open a door, we can pick from a variety of rooms. Once we're dead end or we run out of steppies, then we end the day and everything's reshuffled. So if you ever played Betrayal at House on the Hill, it's kind of similar to that as far as like drafting tiles and building things out. As far as our current progression, we've been able to get to the antechamber, but we get a basement key. However, I have not figured out how to use that basement key. That has not been clear. So our current goals, we want to find a pump room tile, because I have not been able to get in. I've not drafted that and checked it out. There's also a library tile that I want to visit because I got a book and it might have some information in it. I can order another book. There's a laboratory tile with a puzzle that we need. The pump room. We need to do something in the pump room to be able to do a puzzle in the lab room. But the lab room does let us get possible meta progression, so it can be useful to get a hold of that too. We have to use we have to kind of manage resources. Guaranteed library. Now the only problem is I think the library would be a dead end. I'm gonna take a hallway so that we have one extra exit. As much as it pains me to pass up the Nook again. Okay. We'll open the pantry. And then over here, Fortunately, it's a locked door, so we gotta use our key. Ooh. Let's pull the library. We'll make this a dead end, but a useful dead end. Key will replace our previous key. Ah, the library isn't a dead end. It does have an exit. Well, I made it a dead end. Drafting strategy. Okay. Where's... There's supposed to be a thing where I can order a book. Can't believe you've done this. Ah! Alas, alas. Okay, that's just like stats. All right, I think the books up top, those two books, are just like stats kind of things. Last time, the first time I was here, I could like pick a book to be brought. Maybe it'll be like the next time, the next time. All right, so drafting strategy. Okay, have gems while drafting. Okay, let's see. Draft early ranks first. Okay, that's not a problem I've been having. Okay. Let's play the visitors return to cloister before terrace. We down. Okay, so it's just combos. So nothing. So far, this is just nothing useful. Just kind of tips and tricks. It powers the garage door. Huh? Her ladyship's chamber. Boiler room connects ducts from room steam power sources. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room. Oh, so I need the pump room. I need the boiler room and the pump room. I see. After drafting a freezer, you can't draft it again. Okay, so mostly just gee-whiz tricks. Well, balls. It's a bit much reading to say out loud. I'm just gonna read faster, but all right, let's continue. Ah, the dark room. All right, that's no problem. We've got just the thing to fix that. By wasting a whole bunch of steps. Probably not the best move, but it be how it be doing be do. You know? You know? There we go. All right. At the very least, though, I think today's been a solid day. We upgraded a room. We got gems on start. Solid meta progression. Should set us up pretty well for tomorrow. Even if we snarf today. All right. Have any items in the green room to snag? Ooh, a gem. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Don't have a key. Well, you have to take the commissary. Everything else is a dead end. What do we got for sale? All right. Ooh, a magnifying glass. A shovel. Let's take the magnifying glass. I don't feel like this run's gonna go too much longer because I'm kind of down of keys. Yep, literally just ended. All right. Well, before I reset the day, let's see if we can go out to the gem cavern and see if something is in there. In the basement key leads to room 46. Could be, but I don't know where to use it to get to the basement. There's also... Or it could just be like the basement key unlocks the thing that lets me get through the antechamber, because the antechamber's south exit is closed. South and north exits. I always have to come in from the east or west. Here's the last of the equipment for the new mine. I think we're gonna need more than this, especially if we're gonna limit excavation to 2 stones per day. Go by an engineer that getting greater than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls. I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. Managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use up here. So Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm sure the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now, there's still 1 more cart down there, but it's locked on a short track, and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. A little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. Boss informed us there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're gonna have to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. Doesn't look safe. There's also this. So I'm thinking there's 4, it seems like there's 4 meta progression things. If you get all 4, you can activate something. Ah! Dreamer! Oh, a snake! Thank you for the resubscription! 13 months. Oh, God! What a dramatic resubscription! Explosions and fireworks. I thought I'd set something up anytime someone got a 13 for it to do a, there's a song about the fear of the number 13. It's like, are you a triskaidekaphobiac? Just a number, just a day. Ashbel Boatro special. Were y'all clowning around over there? Hello, Uzi and Ashbell and any of you other goobers making your way on over here to the Ziggurat. Hello. If y'all are coming over from the wonderful Ashbell's place, make sure you're following if you want some cool games with cool people. If you are a person who likes to watch people do arts, Ashbell does some really interesting pieces. Sometimes they can be a little bit gory. Sometimes they can be a little bit spicy, but beautiful arts or gamings. I also kind of like the computery setup they've got. If you're coming over here for the first time, I am Dreki Draconic Serpent, Flightless Dragon, or simply Worm on the internet. I'm feeling like cardboard today. I am a cardboard serpent today. That's the kind of day we're having. And we are playing Blueprints. This is our second session of it, but I would ask, please no spoilers. I've not beaten the base game, never mind anything post game. So I am a simple, humble little noodle that's fucking around and maybe finding out, question mark? We sure are finding out some things. If you've never heard of this game somehow, even though it seems like all the rage with everyone I see of this past week, it's like a little puzzle, simple, cozy little puzzle game where you're drafting room tiles, and then the day resets, and then you got to build the house all over again. And depending on what tiles you draft, the house gets fun little names. And we're trying to get to the 46th room of this 45 room house. I think our grandfather did not know how to count, but it's his will, so it's gonna be his way, and we just gotta deal with it. Right now, our current plan, such as there is one, is we want to find the pump room and or boiler room. We haven't visited those. A library would also be nice. Laboratory is also nice. Ashwell, if you got a raid, I know how exhausting streaming is. So if you're raiding and running, that is no scale off my tail. At the very least, you know, stand up, wiggle around, leave a piss, take a water, shake some clowns. I know sometimes Balatro can be frustrating. I hope the stakes weren't too high. Apple. Okay, so let's get pump system user manual. Okay, so the next time we come to the library, it's gonna have that. Lose half our steppies by going into the weight room. By drafting the weight room. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna take a commissary. The thing is, we don't have money for the commissary. We got a bunch of open tiles from our first rooms, so we're just gonna backtrack real quick. Oh, I should have drafted from the drawing room so I can mulligan. Mistakes. Parlor is nice. See if we can do a logic puzzle this time. All right. Gems are in a box that is actually blue. Nothing. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. I think they're in this box. Damn it! Let's do observatory, but I don't have a damn gem. Shit. In that case, take a closet. Get some items. Ooh. A silver key. Nice, nice. A room with many doors. We only have one money, but this isn't useful. Can't draft that. All right, we have to take the storeroom. It's okay. Get a little bit of everything. Only have a lot of keys. We do only have one path out, which is unfortunate. Hopefully we can get some branching hallways to open up our number of doors again. I would prefer to not dead end. Ooh, a sledgehammer. A metal detector. Metal detector would be nice. I can get security. Okay. Go ahead and set our security card to high. Change offline mode to unlocked. So this way, why I do this is so there's more security doors, and I can draft. If I draft the utility closet, I can turn off the keycard power and they become free doors. Or if I find the mail room, I can grab my, I have checked in a keycard to it. So I can pick that up, and then I have a whole bunch of rooms I can access, which keycards are more often appearing in later rooms. So if they're a keycard rather than locked by a key, it's just nice. It seems the cardboard has become brutal. Well, the dark room's the only non-dead end room. That sucks. No longer see all three plans. Well, that sucks. Let's take the spare green room. Alright. What are we gonna see here? Ah, I can't see shit. Alright, we got a bedroom. Not bad, but there's no items that were rolled in it. It doesn't do much for us. Sag. Back down to only one door for progress. Corridor is always unlocked. Alright, that's not too bad. Alright, the breaker box would be nice, but that would dead end us. We have to take the tunnel. I feel like this run's gonna be ending soon. Use our silver key. Get a room with many exits. Can't afford it. Have to take the weight room. Ow. Hey, a broken handle. Broken lever. Right. At least we have a couple keys, which isn't too bad. Laboratory. No, I don't have any gems. Fuck. Let's take the pantry. Banana. We need to take our key card. All right. So this will let us go through security door. This will block off being able to access the right side. Take the chapel, but I'm not happy about it. Okay, mailroom. Nice. We get a package next run. Means we can only go to the chapel. Still in a precarious situation. Alright, well, we can connect to the antechamber, but it won't do anything. So we'll take the billiard room. Alright, let's do some math. Alright, so 3 squared is 9. Why did I pick 3? 5 squared is 25. Times 2 is 50. Divided by 10 is 5. 5 squared minus 5 times 5 divided. Okay, so those two cancel each other out. So 20. More keys. All right. Well, I'd also like a gem, buddy. Don't get me wrong. We need the keys. We have to take the workshop. All right, chisel you. Not sure what all these are for, but one day. All right, can I make anything yet? Broken lever. No. Battery pack? No. Apparently I can combine the key card with something. Interesting. Well, we're almost out of steps. All right, the dining room's gonna give us a whole bunch of steps. That's nice. Ooh, some money. Every time you collect 3 money, get 1 money in interest. Nice. What's dinner for today? A country stewed pie. Boiled chuck stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato Parmesan cheese crust. Let's have some dinner, chat. Delicious. That's what I'm talking. Now that's some grub. I still haven't picked up any gems in a while. Nothing in the boudoir. Great. That's our last key. Shit. Alright, well, our only hope is that the gymnasium is not locked. -2 for ballin'. Damn. Locked. Alright. Have to call it a day again. Damn. Oh, I should have checked my key card in. Fuck. Well, shit. That's gonna suck. That's been something I've had in the back pocket for a very long time. I think while it's checked, it's removed from the spawn pool. And I don't often need the key card. Usually I prefer finding this utility closet in the security room and then just turning the doors off to make them free. All right. Oh, let's see if we can find the boiler room. Okay, library. And the mailroom. Let's do the library first. Pump system. Okay. Using a single tank system or an array of pumps, the water control panel serves as the central hub of your EPQ system. Panel is fitted with a number of buttons equal to your home's needs. One button for each different water source on the estate. Press a button to select the water source you'd like to adjust. Okay, so use source to tank. Okay, so water pump, not pup, pump, Dreki. Okay, so up to tank, up tank, side source, side source. Pump may be connected to more than one tank. Okay, I feel like some of this is going to make more sense when we finally can get into the damn pump room. Okay. Not exactly how necessary this was, but okay. Wine cellar. All right. Okay. 3 gems out the gate. Very nice. Very nice. Love that for me. All right. What do we have north? Let's take the spare green room. And then east. We'll take a den. Fill out the corner. Okay, what happens if I take the reading nook after I've already drafted the library? Well, let me draft a second library. 2 libraries. 2 libraries! A treasure map! Yar. Chat. We got some treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yar, we need to get to this spot, chat. Get ourselves a bit of treasure. Last time I got a treasure box, I got like 100 coins, but it was like at the end of a run and I couldn't spend it on anything. Well, let's just go bottom up. Just because I don't know which it'll make it consistent. Okay, workshop would be interesting. Oh no! I'm afraid you've gone into the void, Corvette. This is awkward. Because I only have 1 possible or 2 exits. So I don't want to burn all my gems just for these big important rooms. We'll take the workshop because it has items. Or an item. Ooh, battery pack. And also, I'm wondering what these chisels are for or do. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Pretty lit. Alright, well, only one way to go. I hope I don't regret this. Do a parlor. Get more gems. More gems! Magnifying glass. Nice. Nice. We like a magnifying glass. Haven't seen a thing to use it on in a minute, but maybe we'll find something. The other two boxes are true. The other two boxes are blue. The other two boxes are empty. Okay, so this has to be false, which means this is false, which means this is true. So it's in the black. Hey, everything's coming up, Dreki. Let's get the chapel. No. We'll get the courtyard. We have gems to spare, and sometimes there's sledgehammer items. Items. Let's go. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get that treasure, chat. Pretty far away. Okay, observatory. What stars do we see in the sky today? Diamondus Major, I see. I don't know if we have enough gems. I need to get the card that lets me reroll using gems, because I could actually use it for once. Okay, this is the only thing that will progress. Ooh. Locker room, sauna, and pump. Nice. Okay. Love me a good sauna. Ooh, the pump room is going to be a dead end. I hate that. Let's take the drawing room so that we have an extra exit and see if we can find the pump room again. This time in a situation where it won't dead end us. I can redraw, or I can just take the dining room. Let's take the dining room. All right, if we go north. Okay, let's get the laboratory. Could be useful. See if we can get some permanent progression. Set up an experiment. Lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Damn. Small chest, the entrance hall. Gain a star. Stars are permanent. Whenever you draft two, spend 2 more gems drafting a room. So we get the guarantee. Let's do whenever we draft a shop room. Well, 2 more gems. We have a lot of gems. Okay. Let's step away. Can't do anything else here until I get the piped in from the boiler room. All right, let's take the dark room. 3 gems. Definitely take that. Get that +1 star. Vault? Huh? Oh, we're rich, chat. We're rich. Look at all this money. Hell yeah. I just need to fucking spend it. Nice. Nice. Oh, this is where the safe deposit. Ah, fuck. I gotta find that safe deposit key now. All right. Vault is a white rook. Almost got the whole chest. I wonder if the chess piece indicates its rarity, with pawns being more common, and then +40 money. Damn. All right, we need to go back to the dining room. Do 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 do. I would like to take the office, but pump control room. So if I go to pool, what's this tank? Okay, pool's the, I mean, we got the pool, so we can drain the pool. I'm gonna sneeze. I have expelled air. Wait, no. Up is to the tank. Why? Okay, so I have 2 tanks. They both can fill up to 4. What's this one then? How do I activate it? What? What am I missing here? One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 tank switch. Ah, they all need to be at a setting. Okay. Let's fill the kitchen with water then. Then the water out. Why is it not pumping water out? Also, this reservoir is full, but no, it isn't. So why? Oh, I can only use certain tanks. Okay, so I need to empty out this tank into 3 or 5. So the greenhouse. All right, we're gonna get real wet over in the greenhouse. Now, is there a way I can get more water out so I can finish draining the pool? Three and 5. Aquarium is full. How can I move water? This reserve. How do I get water to this reserve tank? Hello? I need like a pipe. I need like an extra pipe to put in here. Let's just try pumping the rest of the pool out. I feel like there's something in the pool. I fucked it up. I went the wrong way, chat. I drained the greenhouse instead. Still one more unit of water. Need to get rid of. How do I get that last unit of water out of the pool? Can I just flip this over? Is it as easy as that? What happens if I do this? Two units actually. I was agreeing when I was like, I don't know what this is gonna do to the rooms. I feel like there's gotta be a way for me to drain a whole bunch of water. I need to get water into this tank. Basically, I feel like I need this tank to be available to really be able to drain some of these rooms. Wait, am I a potato? I just filled the kitchen off of pump 1. One, two. Oh, wait, the kitchen is pump 2. That's right. I have an aquarium, greenhouse, and pool are all together. Pump 2 tank switch. Would have been too easy if I could have just had this flow over to here. Oh, thank you for a Dreki drink. I mean, I can activate the water in the sink or in the kitchen for all that's gonna do for me. I guess. Wait a minute. I pull. Wait, hold on. Put 2 into 2. Wait, I think I might have figured it out. Okay. And we switch it. And we pull it out. Yeah! I'm a genius! I know everything! Alright. No! I have it set to the wrong way! No! Damn pumps. Wait, no. Hey, what? Why is it filling up? Did I have it set to the right way? Am I like double potato? I am a double potato. Cool. All right. All right, we've drained the pool. We're just gonna put the water in the kitchen as well. All right. Let's figure out what the fuck changed in the pool. We did something. It's just a whole bunch of money. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. That's disappointing. I expected so much more. Alright. Fuck the pool then. We could drain the greenhouse. There's the fountain though. The fountain is accessible. I think we should drain the fountain. So let's see. So the fountain goes to tank 1 and 2. All right. Is there a shiny thing in the corner? I will double check. Let me just set these all to down real quick. Okay. Wait, no! I was like, oh, I'll just get it going and then I'll check on the pool again. And it's like, wait a minute. I'm gonna be pumping water into the pool. It's one of those kinds of days, all right? Got me some slack here. Oh, do you just mean that's just lights? Pool lights. Okay. Now we fill the pool back up. Yes, water. Yes! Drain. Fill the pool up. I am curious what would happen in the aquarium if we drained its water as well. I think it might hurt. I might make all the fishies go away though. Wait, what? Oh. And the last unit. Speaking of water, oh, let's hydrate. Delicious. I didn't even have to use a pump to get it. All right, let's continue. We'll check that place later. Food for sale. I mean, we have a lot of money, but I would rather see my package. Sleeping mask and gems. All right, that's fine, I guess. I would have preferred some kind of key, though. I feel like we're about to be bricked up by a key. Spread gems at each green room. All right. Much I can do. Keys for sale. That would be nice, but everywhere else is a dead end. Fuck. I don't have the utility box. Fuck! No! Of all the ways to perish. All right. Let's see if we can get to the fountain and back to the pump room. So if I could check the fountain, see how that's different. We can maybe come back to the pump room, do some more wang jangling. Jangle wanging. I have made a very confusing house. Oh. Okay. Okay. The door! It's the fucking door! Alright. Alright, we found the door. Okay. Alright. 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 We got this. We know what to do now. We know the game. We got this. Easy. Easy. Simple. Pedestrian. Absolute clown shoes. This does mean, however, that there's no point in me going to drain the aquarium and such, because I need to leave the pump drained. So instead, I'm gonna check the workshop and see if I can combine anything. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Okay. Coin purse. Sleeping mask. Nope. Battery powered sledgehammer. All right. Well, call it a day. All right. Now we just need to get to the antechamber so that we can get the key and we can go out. Architect's villa. Nice. Where'd the crane come from? Very silly. All right. So the antechamber opener is on the sides for it to draw. Aesthetic crane. It's a moral support crane. All right. I figured it would stay drained, but it's nice to have that confirmed. We'll take the reading nook. Because of the guaranteed library. Lets us get less commenting. It's Mr. TSA, man. The crane is for emotional support. Exactly. A history of Orindia. Huh? It's redacted? Interesting. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen. E. Of the elder generation, we must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Ajira. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often known as Ajira, by the ascension of the first king, whose name, Osiris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Osiris was known, before his coronation, as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Osiris had but one aim, expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Osiris. By the end of the 1st century, the new kingdom was born. It was the 4th king who split his vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. And I know, no problem. Have a good eepy schleebies, iced. Thanks for stopping on by. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than his elder brother's lot. And to the middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her of the southern region, Raja, a land steeped in tradition. Why is this one redacted? As the second era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite these differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd era was defined by commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Wait. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you're not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting to this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess, it was not as much help as I had hoped. I'd heard your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of our India could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. Perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. And if that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play. Perhaps on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Von Margel, Redguard. So it might be better to wait until we find the unredacted one. Okay. A chest! Well, I don't want to use a key. I want to break it. I can't afford the vault. A conference room, though. That's nice. Now, instead of things being spread all over the place, they will arrive here. All conference notes and place them in the office safe. Too bad that's not the correct note. Damn. Let me figure out the safe code. We can do a storeroom. Now I have enough gems for the vault. Take a den. Need to fish for... Ooh. Garage is nice. Get us 3 keys. If we can find the car key, we can get ourselves a pretty dang... We can get a solid item. Drawing room goes to 1. This will be a dead end. We'll take the dead end just so I can get the star progress. Ooh, Clavis the key. Ooh, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Nice, nice. Interesting. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, let's go ahead and open this box while we're over here. Ooh, money, 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 money. And we can afford to draft a shop then. I mean, we could draft a Great Hall, I guess. Gets it out of our way. It's like a pantry. Delicious food. Bit of money, money, money. Ooh, items for sale. Don't mind if I do. Ooh. Shovel for 3 coins. Nice. A set of gems for 5. A magnifying glass. Oh, we are sitting pretty, baby. Sitting pretty. All right, let's take the drawing room since we can go left and right. We'll fill out the corner pocket. It's like a closet. 2 items is nice. Silver key, okay. And the ivory die. Very nice, very nice. Let's redraw. We'll take the chapel. Sucks to be losing money, but I did already spend a bunch. We'll take the hallway. I don't want to burn our rotunda right here. I'm more likely to draw green rooms. We do need this because we need the green room to open the antechamber. So the greenhouse can open the front door, but the lever's gone. I wonder if I have a broken lever item, I can just jam it on there. Ooh, a sledgehammer. Oh, there's multiple music sheets. Okay, so shit. I need a new, where's a blank spot? Is it this? No, that's Watcher bullshit. I need to throw you away. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5. Bold word is sheets. 6, 7, 8. Bold word was message. Workshop. This is greenhouse. All right, so need to be looking for more music sheets. All right, that'll be a dead end. All right, I have to take the rotunda. I guess I could have re-rolled it, but let's take the spare green room. Gets us further in.